and then it got about 30 feet past that rock down this way, and then boom!
I'm about to launch my little pontoon, and I'm gonna float down the river. I gotta go about 2 miles. But the issue I'm having is I've never done this before, and the water's really low, so I don't know really what I'm in for. Hopefully this drift doesn't take too long and I get an opportunity to cast some flies out there, and I'm also going to back bounce a little silver quickfish while I'm at it. So let's get on the water and get underway, shall we? Let's go. First time putting this thing out of this spot. I really don't know what to expect. Like I said, the water's super low right now, but this little pontoon, it only takes, I don't know, 8 inches of water or less for it to work. So here we go. Let's get on the water and see if we can make a little time down the river. We're floating now. Here we go, here we go. Yep, this is the Kasilof boat launch at the highway. And this would be referred to as floating the lower part of the river coming down here. Gorgeous float though. Probably won't see too many boats on the water. One of the things too is I don't really know where the fishing holes are on this section of the river because I've never done this before. So as I make my way down the river, I'm kind of just scouting around to see. I mean, it seems like it's pretty deep, even just right here, that I could almost drop this in, and I don't know, maybe I could start fishing already. Get situated here a little bit better. Get that thing bouncing. Right under the bridge. Kind of fish that spot. There we go. See, the tip on that rod right there is twitching. And that's what I'm looking for with that. And you know it's fishing. It's fishing like it should be. This spot right here on the left, right over here, you park up there off the highway and you walk down, you can fish right here. You could fish this area. During sockeye salmon season, you see a bunch of folks parked up there catching fish right along these banks. Of course, there's a lot more water in the river when that happens. Right now, the end of April, coming up on May, all the steelhead trout, they should be done spawning and making their way back out to the ocean. And as they do that, they might be looking for something to snack on. We should be looking for the first king salmon to enter the system too. But up here by the bridge, it's actually above Crooked Creek. So the hatchery kings they shouldn't be up this high. They should all turn up into Crooked Creek, which is where the campground is at. So maybe we'll see some trout up here on this part of the river. Maybe some Dolly Varden in here. As I'm looking downriver right now, I see nothing but rocks, 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 rocks. The whole thing's filled with rocks. If you were coming through here in a drift boat, that could be scary. Okay, now I'm dragging oars. Okay, it's like pretty shallow through here. What I need to do is stop fishing and pull this thing in, I think. Might have an issue here if I don't. I don't want to leave that out there. We're gonna pull that in so we don't have any issues going through these rocks. This is pretty shallow. I'm looking down and I see big rocks and not a lot of water. So just gonna try to navigate through here. Yeah, it's pretty shallow. you were coming through with the drift boat right now, I would be concerned with that. So, kind of think about that. If anyone's thinking about getting out here, look at how shallow this water is right now. We started looking for some spots where the trout will be sitting. We are looking at some rocks. There we go. Wow. Yeah, you wouldn't want to try to come through over there. Look at that. That section's way shallow. Just kind of taking note of where those fish might be so I can plan better for the next trip too. This is a scouting trip. Right here behind this rock, this little section. This looks all right though. Right here. Big rock right directly in front of me. Right there. There we go. If I see a good spot that has a nice deep rip, I might throw a bead in. This spot right here kind of travels like a little cut right along the edge. I like that. You'd have to fish it from the boat though. Right here where I'm at. If I get a fish on, it's gonna be chaotic because I don't have enough hands to do all this. I'm just learning here. First time trying to do this, so we'll see how it goes. I do like this little cut right here though. See if I can get that thing twitching. Kind of looks like it's already hung up. Yep. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're turning around. I might lose my hook. Oh. We're backwards. I guess that's gonna happen, huh? I got way too much line out for that. Let's pull that in a little bit. There we go. That thing's diving pretty good though. Hey, I'm fishing anyway. If anyone's got any tips on how to do this and control this thing at the same time, I don't know. I'll just have to keep working on my method. Working on my method here. I'll let out just a little bit. I'm gonna let out like 10 feet, 10 or 15 feet of line there. So we try to do this. See, every time I let too much out, it gets hung up on the bottom. Because it's so shallow. I don't know if that's working too good. There we go. It's fishing now. It's fishing right there, I see it. There we go. Okay. If I could keep that up, we might be in luck. As I look ahead, boy, that's looking shallow. Woo! I don't even know which way to go. Maybe I want to be on the other side of the river. Maybe I want to be in here tight. Gotta make my decision now though. I think we're going across. Let's cross the river. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice little drift. This little pontoon kind of slides right over those rocks. That's cool. And I love how easy it is to navigate these rapids. This is all right. Doing this and fishing at the same time. There we go. This spot of the river right here, that looks pretty good behind that, doesn't it? Right there behind that rock. Stand right there and cast in. Right here, that section. That looks pretty good. I want to get down closer to the Crooked Creek hatchery, I think. Oh, how'd that do? Okay, I'm gonna pull in the hook and I'm gonna speed up and try to get down to the actual park. If anybody's floated this part of the river, let me know if I'm missing out on some spots. Tell me your fishing spots. Oh, whoa, what's that? Got a rock. We're gonna get grounded out here in just a second. This looks way too shallow. We're gonna be walking. We're gonna be walking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If this was a drift boat, I'd have been hung up already. For sure. Scooting right along in this though. I think that's the way you want to go over there. Looks like there's a little creek right there. Almost looks like it forks right there. I don't know what that's all about. We're just kind of getting blown around by the wind. That's okay. Oh, we got some fishermen downriver. That must be the spot. Cool. Cool. A little breezy though. Beautiful day on the water. Now, there comes a point in your life where you come to a fork in the road. In this case, it's in the river. Which way should I go? I see people fishing over here. That's kind of where I want to go, I think. Is that the entrance to Crooked Creek right there? Or am I a little bit further away than I think I am? I don't know. I don't know. I know it's coming up though. Doing some spay fishing down here. Right at the bottom of this set of rapids. I wonder if they're having any luck. They wouldn't tell me even if they were, I'm sure. But we'll go cruising by and see if they get one on. Ooh, that guy's on right there. Fish on. Fish on right there. Look at that. He's actually on one. Might be hard for you guys to see, but he's reeling one in right there. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, how's that for timing? Look at that. Let's see if we can get over there. He was out there pretty deep though. Fish on. Yeah, man. Out there with the walking stick and got that. Yeah. Right on, my man. Try not to get in your way. You got a steely on there? I saw him jumping. That was beaut. Woo! Is it? This is my first time down right now. No, I launched at the bridge. Yeah, I just got in. Let's go see if we can look at this guy's fish, huh? He looks pretty long. Yeah, could be. Yeah.
But it's not very big, but you want to add for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go see if we can find this fish. Look at that thing. He's looking pretty long. Yee. Oh baby. Oh, I saw you on your stick. I was like, what's he doing? And then I saw him jump. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, look at the tail on that one. Oh baby. Woo. That's what the dreams are made of. Look at that. Right there. Look at the tail. Oh baby. Yeah. He's listening to you now, it looks like. Ooh! Are you kidding? Wow, baby! Hold on. Let go. Look at him! Toad, baby! Wow! Congratulations! Look at that fish! Woo! Aye! Ow! Yeah! Please! Wow, man! Congratulations! Oh! You bet.
Let me guess that. It's gonna be at least 30 inches.
What's your name? You gotta say it for the document. Carlos says 30 inches.
Yeah,
I'm with you on 30. That's a toad.
There's the tail.
Yep.
And here's where he is. Wait, tail? See that? Right on the end of the tail?
Yep.
He's right there. This is 28.
Okay.
No, this is 24. So he might only be 28.
I'll give you 30.
Look at that. No. I'm gonna get out.
You got a little tapey? Wow.
Okay.
Look at
That's right where
that.
my thumb and finger is. An inch below this disc.
Yeah,
You know what?
there you go.
This is at 32. So
Okay.
he's at least 30. He's probably 31.
Oh my goodness. Look at that fish.
Wow.
That's
Nice
what we're after.
job.
We want to get.
That's what we're after.
Nice job, buddy.
Look
Yes.
at it.
Look at you.
There it is.
How many casts did that take, you say?
We fished from the top up, and there might have been 45 minutes of casting.
Okay.
Before we got there.
But seriously, right there, that's
Worth it.
that's legendary.
We
Oh,
might get 6 of these today.
Big fish.
wow. My goodness.
Okay, buddy boy, thank you very much for the fight.
Oh, beaut.
And I was wondering if it was a fucking king
Yeah.
because of the spot.
Well, it's
but
bigger than some of the kings in here.
The problem is it doesn't have a black mouth
Sure.
for gum, so
Yep.
it's definitely a steel.
Yep.
It is just a massive chromed out steel.
Wow.
A little bit of color here.
Yeah, but no like bright
Perfect
red.
Yeah, he's got a little red here.
Yeah.
Perfect specimen.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, hang on, buddy.
Thank you for sharing this with me. This is amazing. Never know what you're gonna run into on the river. Whoa.
Timing.
I know, I saw the fish jump and him almost go in with his stick.
There you go. Okay, let's just say goodbye to him. There he goes.
There it goes.
Sorry, buddy, he didn't mean to fuck with you.
Legend.
That was a solid 5+ minute fight, don't you think?
That was beautiful. Woo! Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, baby.
Now you know why
Let's get another one.
This is why
That'll
we're
keep you
doing it.
going all day.
Oh man.
Last week, a little bit higher up here,
Uh-huh.
I got one that gave a great fight, real fat. It was only 24. This one must have been 30 or 31.
Yeah.
24, and then once I got down to where we're going,
Yeah.
down there, I got a 30, but I think this one is about the same size
Yeah.
as the other one. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to measure my rod now, but I think that was at least 30.
Sure.
30
Put
to
little
31.
marks on there. Wow.
Wow. Nice job.
Unbelievable.
All right.
I was like, there's 0 chance I'm seeing a fish today. And then there you go. It doesn't have to be mine.
I'll
So-
tell you, I expect this weekend Last week I got 2.
Yeah, champion. So you fish the little ripples, the water mellows out right here and they sit right on the edge of that?
Yeah, where I got that one, last one I got was
like in the middle of the river?
Rock.
All the way
I
over
was
there.
standing about 100 feet up, casting out and letting it go as slow as possible, casting out way past that rock, letting it sink down, and when it scooted by that rock right there,
Yep.
it was really down deep, scooting by the rock, which is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And right when it passed the rock, boom!
Ah.
On this one that I just got, I worked the hell out of that. I saw you getting closer to me because I had yes last week on my mind.
Oh, I see.
So I kept standing there and you were closing the distance, and finally I did enough. You get bored. So I got to hunt fish. And I was probably standing about right there, casting in between these 2 rocks, but about 20 feet past the seam on the other side of those 2 rocks.
Yeah.
Let it swing through.
And then let it go slow and sweep. And right when I went, I sucked right by the back of that rock.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything. He might have followed it, but I swung through, and then it got about 30 feet past that rock down this way, and then boom! I just fucking nailed it. And at that moment, I tightened up on it, and I was in a tricky spot to stand. I almost fell.
Oh.
When I hooked it,
Yeah.
I was stumbling on boulders, almost going in.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Finally got my footing. The whole time I had
Yeah.
So that makes it a little more exciting.
No,
And the thing is,
you
it
did
makes
it,
your
man.
fucking concentration.
Sure.
When you get a fish on,
Oh, man.
there's no way you're
In
fucking
it.
falling.
Yeah, you're
Or
in
if
it.
you do, you're not letting go of the rod.
So is that the park right there? Is that how close we are?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
That's Crooked Creek.
Okay, right.
I'm
Unreal.
gonna go, hey,
Yes, good
I'm gonna
job.
go sit and have a taste of water.
Good job.
Hey, I got another little, you know that, I got 2 pieces of King's Hawaiian. You want one?
Oh, I'm good.
You think this is the ticket?
On
the river?
This last week and got one, but I also used a the Dalai Lama, very tiny Dalai Lama. Black and white Dalai Lama. Very, very, very tiny.
Tiny
Because
Dalai.
I can't cast them when
What's
they're
a
bigger.
Dalai Lama?
It's a
brand?
A classic. No, that's the
pattern.
name of the fly.
Okay.
Pattern. Dalai Lama.
So it's
made
the-
with rabbit fur. Gets
Okay.
real heavy.
Yeah.
It's a light head, but there is a bead head on it.
Okay.
It's articulated. You
Okay.
cannot cast it. I use them when I go for trout out with a different rod,
Yeah.
different kind of casting.
Yeah.
I use Dalai Lamas that are this big. They're
Whoa.
so fucking heavy. You have
Really?
to invent your own type of cast so you don't hit your rod and break it.
Okay.
Every year.
It's
on-
crazy. Those fish are sitting in there and you can't see them.
Dude, there
They
might
fish
be
this
20
big.
fish. There might be 25 of them sitting right
I think
there.
so. Wow.
I work it. Just get it out there, let it sink. Don't let it be a tight line. Right about here, see how it slows down as it goes lower? It slows. It's a little dipply on the top. Classic water, they say, is like 2.5 to 5 feet deep. Slow as slow as when you walk fast. And you could see that's how that is, getting
Yeah.
slower.
Yeah,
And by the way, that's where I just caught this fish.
yeah.
Not that I haven't caught them in raging whitewater too.
Sure.
So there is no real magic thing.
Yep.
Put it this way, if you're on the river fishing, it's steelhead water.
All right.
And right about down here it went boom!
I heard you.
It's like a baseball bat in your head with strength. It's
Yeah.
like a Mack truck.
Well, that fish was that big. Right
So
on.
I'm gonna measure my rod.
Okay. From the legend himself. That's a 32-inch trout. Woohoo! All right, here we go. We're gonna say goodbye to this spot. The wind just picked up and kind of blowing us out of here, but we're gonna get this show back on the road, head down the river. How's that? Made it back to my destination. Safe and sound. Now I just gotta pull the boat up there and spray her off, and we're gonna be ready for that next adventure. What a treat getting to see that big fish today. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and liking these videos. I appreciate it. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.